I'm Davey. I'm awesome. And welcome to the Comic Corner, where you guys make comments on my videos and I respond every week. And in between responding to your comments, a blind guy fell into a well. I guess he couldn't see that well. So, kicking off with last week's Comic Corner, the Stromboli Corner. My brother Josh, the film bestie, commented, Stromboli! So that old rascal's back in town, eh? Remember, Davey? The time I tied strings on you and passed you off as a puppet? Lol. We nearly put one over on the old guy that time. Are you drunk?
Beers!
Then the film bestie commented, Yet? The man bun is in my future. That'll learn yous. The horror. Then Juju Taylor commented, I'm back. My thought process on mentioning the Stromboli in my Philly cheesesteak comment is due to the origin story. The story of the Stromboli goes back to 1950s Philadelphia, where a restaurant owner by the name of Nazareno Romano is known to have started selling a rolled-up pizza dough filled with ham, cheese, and peppers. So as a Philly native, my Philly food pick is Stromboli all the way. Very informative. I appreciate that. Those of you who've been watching a while know that I do like to learn backstories on delicious food. She replied to herself, Stromboli all the way. The Jingle All the Way sequel we all deserve. I'd watch the crap out of that. Then Paul Jetto commented, You look like that kid from Roseanne. No offense, lol. What's that shirt say? None taken. In fact, it's kind of interesting that somebody tells me I used to look like DJ from Roseanne, considering everybody used to tell my mom that she looked like Roseanne. She hated that. So, of course, I would be like, no, Mom, I don't know what they're talking about. They're crazy. And whereas I wouldn't say she looked like her twin or anything, there was a resemblance. The shirt said next up. Then Jay McCool commented, That dwarf joke was dopey. Good one. Although after hearing it, I'm a little bashful. Then Jay McCool commented, I like pulled pork sandwiches. Since you and that girl are going on and on about Philly cheesesteaks and Strombolis, I thought I'd throw that out there. Okay. Sure. I guess for the third week in a row, Comic Corner will be named after a delicious food. The butcher fell backward into his meat grinder. He got a little behind in his work. Then on my Davy's Awesome Stories, AVC, Paul Jetto kicked it off with, Thankfully my girl is so chill, but yeah, vegans can be so, well, just so God help us all. I am sort of on the vegan diet, but she's patient. That's why I threw that little disclaimer out there, because some people take offense of it when I talk about vegans. I'm not talking about all of them. I know quite a few who just like that. That's the diet they follow. They encourage you to do it, but they don't ram it down your throat. But there are some that it's like, again, is this your diet or your religion? Then Daniel DeLeon69 commented, heart, smile. Then Paul Jetto commented, sunburn from a nightlight got me. Lol. I say that to my wife all the time because she's very fair-skinned. She doesn't argue, though, because she knows. She burns very easy. Sunblock only does so much to help her. That's why they need to stop with the SPF this, SPF that, and just invent ginger-proof. Then the film bestie commented, not to be too political on your channel, but this is one of the many reasons I don't respect feminists. Holding a door open, not just for women, but anyone coming in as you do it, is just common courtesy. Well, yeah, that's how we were raised. If we're coming in and there's somebody like right behind us, you hold the door open for them. Honestly, when somebody doesn't do it for me, I don't get really mad, but I get a little irritated. I'm like, that's rude. Then new commenter Gamers Yo-Yo commented, heart. Then Jay McCool commented, hopefully ABC is watching this comment corner so she can hear this. While watching this video, I was actually eating a burger. I seriously doubt she watches. I'm sure if she saw my face, she would probably just change the channel. But if you are watching, he was eating a burger. A friend of mine went bald, but he still carries a comb around with him in his pocket. He just can't part with it. Then on my Davy's Awesome Wrestling, where I reviewed WWE's Money in the Bank 2023, Daniel DeLeon69 commented, Money in the Bank in London, UK was awesome. It was good, but I wouldn't go that far. Then the film bestie commented, "You think you bad? You think this review makes you tough? Let me tell you something, Mr. Awesome. I know how to be bad. I know how to be tough. Ma Sensei toughened me up after saving me Spider-Man style from the Cobra Kai bullies and led me to a victory with a bum leg at the All-Valley Under-18 Karate Tournament, held in the San Fernando Valley. Is that what you want? Somebody named Dutch? Yelling for Johnny to put you in a body bag when your girl is watching? You go the distance using the crane technique? Because this is real!" That was the Karate Kid. Paul Jetto replied to him, "What? SNL." Then Jay McCool commented, "I'm still not watching WWE because Roman Reigns is still champion and still isn't defending it. It also doesn't help the way they keep putting that douche Logan Paul on their show. I feel ya. I'm still watching, but I wouldn't say you're missing out right now." Then Paul Jetto commented, "Why can't they just get rid of Logan Paul? God, I hate that idiot." They won't, because he is bringing in viewers because people want to hate on him. Which is why I say if people just ignored him, he'd eventually go away. You know what preteen ducks hate? When their voice quacks. So, there were no more new videos uploaded this week. I got a little behind because of the holiday. But there were plenty of comments on older videos. On one of my older Davies Awesome Wrestling videos, back before I was even calling it Davies Awesome Wrestling, my rankings of the Ring of Honor championships, all of them at the time, Jay McCool commented, "You should update this video with the new belts." I intend to eventually, but when I do, the new tag team, Pure, and World Championship probably going to be in the same number just because they look ridiculously alike. My wife thinks it's weird that I stare at the window when there's a heavy rainstorm going on. I think it'd be less weird if she'd just let me in the house. Then on an even older Davies Awesome Wrestling, again, where I wasn't even calling it that yet, where I ranked WCW's championship, but just the ones from since the time I'd been watching, Jay McCool commented, "You should redo this one with all the WCW titles. Like, at least from the time they split from the NWA. I think I will. That's simple enough. I'm just not going to try and go back to when they were still part of the NWA, and because those titles changed a lot. And some of the pictures of those are really hard to find." I received a text from my wife telling me that she was breaking up with me. But I was relieved a few minutes later when she texted back, "Sorry, wrong number."
That's funny.
Then on an old Brothers Not Lovers video, a How Dare You, when we how dared Ruthless People, Jury Duty, Sidekicks, and the show Jack of All Trades, Jay McCool commented, "This video is 2 years old and The Simpsons is still going. It's a few months away from being 3 years old. I shot a man with a paintball gun just to watch him die." Then on another older Brothers Not Lovers video, this time it wasn't Jay McCool, it was Jay Spud. On the Brothers Not Lovers movie story of when my brother, the film bestie, made me and author Ken Lindsay, author of the Gavin English series and The River Runes, available at kenlindsaybooks.com, go see Spice World and the horror that ensued afterwards. So Jay Spud commented, "Oh, I remember the Spice Girls. I even started my own band. We called ourselves the Seasoning Lads. It was awful. Our first single was $2 become $4. It was a massive failure on the mall scene. Those rowdy onlookers threw popcorn, pretzel bread, and shoehorns at us. Even after a free show, which I strongly objected to, my bandmates were Gamey Seasoning, Toddler Seasoning, Regal Seasoning, and Lowry Seasoning Salt. They called me Timid Seasoning, as I wasn't very scary or intimidating. In fact, the mall security / Sam Goody stockboy brought his 5-year-old daughter to meet us, and she just laughed at me after stealing my lunch money. What a bully that kid was. Oh well. This movie was fun until the frightening scene with the boundary-crossing space creatures. It gave me such nightmares indeed. My bedsheets are still stained." Not as stained as my soul has been ever since you started pretending to be Jay Spud. There's a restaurant called Karma, where there is no menu. You get what you deserve. Then the final comment this week on an older Davies Awesome Movies. My Davies Awesome Movies for Roger Corman's Fantastic Four. The one that's bootlegged but never officially been released. Jay McCool commented, "Wow, I decided to Google this movie to see if I could watch it, and you're right. For an unreleased movie, it's very easy to find. Told ya. It's everywhere. On YouTube, Dailymotion, not to mention thousands of websites you can buy a bootleg DVD. I knew a man who was half Spanish and half Irish. He was a watchmaker. His name was Juan O'Clock. So there you have it. That's Comic Corner this week. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you did, make sure to hit like, hit subscribe, hit the little bell so you get notifications for when I post new videos, and leave a comment of your own to be in next week's Comic Corner. Love you guys.